All right, man. Yes. What is going on? Hey, Gerald Peters, welcome back to the channel, man. Always remember, whatever it is you think about comes about. I promise you, whatever it is you focus on grows. So let's get into these stocks today, man. Let's focus on some stocks. What's up, Ethan? How you doing, brother? Gang. What's up, man? I hope everybody's doing well. I'm back in Texas. It's cold as fuck. It's not good, man. It's cold. December employment situation report, non-farm payrolls, unemployment rate 4.2% versus 4.2% in November. Average work week 34 hours. God damn. Does that mean the average American's working part-time? Man, 34 hours. Get the fuck out of here. All right. Somehow I lost my damn. Bear with me, man. Bear with me here. Let's view this in. Bring up Walgreens. I have not been. It's been a minute since I've been live, right? Been a minute. So what's up, MFG? I hope everybody's doing well. At least doing. If you're on Instagram, if you jump over to YouTube, just full auto 11, but then add a 25 in probably see it a lot better. It'll be saved over there, Instagram. Let me type something on Instagram here. So somebody on Instagram. Oh wait. Come on, man. Did I just fuck up Instagram? I did something, man. Let me get back to what I was doing here. All right, this is the chart we're sharing. Hopefully everybody can hear me just fine. We got a big, fat, juicy move. Walgreens is up 25%. I had a lot of Walgreens haters. I don't like Walgreens. Walgreens keeps going down. Yeah, that's the kind of stocks you want to buy, bro. I know. Whoa, what is that? I know it's hard to believe. Wow, that was weird. A lot of nice stage ones in action in here, man. These were a lot of good spots to pick up shares. Walgreens is significantly undervalued. It's pegging the RSI right now. Gang, what's up, man? Is it snowing? What's up, Jess? Oh, let's see. What's up, Nick? Sam, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. MFG. Snowy here. Damn, man. I'm glad I'm not in the snow. I'm gonna be honest. As a kid, I grew up in Alaska. I got my shake of snow. RSI 69 hasn't quite banged it yet, as banging goes. We did hit. Anybody was trading this as a B&B trade, it hit the target. Let's see. I don't even know if I may have even stopped putting it on the damn board at some point. Just stop putting it on the board, man. It's with you. These are the kind of stocks, though, that when you look back, you're like, damn, I should have been adding more. What was I thinking? Hey, this weekend I'll have a new article over here. I started on it today. Trader's Life, I put on page 31. Last one was the evolution of making money. If you haven't read it yet, you might jump over there, page 31 of the petersreport.com. If your fingers can push the fucking tab 31 times, you could read that article. So I'm working on This is just me sharing comments as a guy that trades and lives this life for a living. It's not an easy way of life, man. Let's get back on this. So Walgreens was the dog of the Dow. Chapter 10 of You Don't Have to Die Broke. And if there's anything that I believe in, it is the dogs of the Dow. It is the foundation of which I built most of my trading belief on. Those stocks, if you own all 10, work out over time, and usually it beats the stock market. Now, if we add the money flow to it, you can do pretty well. It says Walgreens stock heads to its best day ever. Bam! Earnings weren't as bad as investors feared. Baby, that's all we need. It just ain't that bad. It ain't that bad. That's all we needed for the best day ever. You just didn't suck as bad as we thought you would. That is all we needed to hear. They began closing troubled stores. I saw this morning we closed down 12 in San Francisco because of all the stealing and thieving that is going on. Listen, I guarantee it wasn't rich people stealing either. Yeah. Oh, Oil U, easy swing trades doing good. Happy to hear that, man. What's up, Alex? You doing all right? GP, plenty of snow in North Alabama. Damn, it snows in Alabama? Assume that's Alabama. Yeah, Alaska's AK, right? What's up, Brian? Yeah, man, I'm back, man. I'm back. I've been having that every once in a while, man, I'll be honest with you guys. I have problems going live, man. I have problems recording. I don't know what to call it. I get locked up, man. I have no idea, like writer's block. The troubled retail pharmacy chain. I know I make it look easy. I know that, man. I make it look easy, and it's like, oh man, this shit is easy. It is not. It is not, man. The hardest thing I do is videos and lives. The trading part's easy. It's everything that goes with it, man. The troubled retail pharmacy chain Walgreens Boots Alliance, I always thought that name was kind of dumb, reported financial results early Friday that weren't quite as bad. Man, it just ain't that bad. Man, I remember my son would bring in report cards and I would literally think, man, I hope it's not as bad as I'm thinking. And if he got B's and C's, I'm like, hey, this ain't that bad. Celebration. And had anticipated sending shares sharply higher in morning trading. For the first quarter of 2025 fiscal year, ending November 30th, Walgreens reported adjusted earnings of 51 cents a share. Wall Street was calling for 31 cents. Sales of $39.5 billion. Oh, they're going to go bankrupt, Gerald. There's no way they can survive. Yeah, making 39 fucking billion in a quarter is not going bankrupt. Okay. Yeah. TF calls Walgreens Boot Alliance. Let's see. Hey, Sean, I appreciate you, man. Appreciate everybody saying they missed me. Missed you, GP. I seen you had scheduled live today. I did, man. Trying to stay on it. I've been trying to go live for 2 hours. All right. Hopefully I can get that shit under wraps. We're on Instagram too, by the way. Somehow I fucking locked up the damn thing on Instagram. I don't know what I did there. The company maintained its fiscal 2025 outlook for adjusted earnings per share. So just getting back to the chart, a couple things you're going to see about this chart to help you. One, the power of the 200-day moving average. It'll just stop some shit, man. Let me pull this up. That 200-day, that yellow line, man. I don't talk a lot about it because you can have stage ones below it. You can have stage ones above it. There are certain key things when it's below it or above it that catch my attention. One, commodities. If gold, we started buying gold when gold fell underneath the 200-day. Oil. Anytime you get a commodity, a Bitcoin, or a dividend stock, these are trophy assets, the big stuff. Anytime you get that, that's an alert to me, especially if they're paying dividends. Walgreens got way down. Now, some stocks can stay under it for a very, very long time. But typically, at some point, the stock's going to break if it's of value and it's going to run and hit that 200. It's a pretty decent trading strategy. We have a book, an ebook we haven't put out yet that me and Jess have been working on my strategy entitled Chaos to Cash. And it's just understanding this strategy a little bit better. Hopefully we'll have that out soon if I can get off my ass and do my part. Man, 11. So that's a nice move, man. This could be one of those ones you're like, man, I should have bought more. A lot of people, though, were selling it down here. They're trying to get rid of it when they should have been buying it. I was talking to a guy today, one of my locals down in NOLA. I don't know if you know this or not. I had a goddamn terrorist attack 3 blocks from my house. That didn't make me damn happy, I'm going to be honest. Now, I kind of made it look like it was no big deal, but having IEDs 3 blocks from your house is not cool. I got hit with an IED in Iraq, not Iraq, but in Bosnia, not me. The Humvee got hit, blew off the front tire. Let's see. IEDs are usually homemade. They're usually bullshit. Not that effective, actually. Yeah, so we hit the 200. Notice this right here, though. Look where it stopped. It almost always stops at the 200, okay? This becomes a wall, but look at this. It stopped here before. These are very common things, man. This one's a little low, but we've got a serious resistance in here. So best thing we can hope for, I mean, this will sell off on Monday, I imagine. If we can break through this 200, I mean, that'll be beautiful. We're going to see a run up into here, but if I was new and I'd got in down in here, I might take some off. I know I would. I would take some off. RSI's not quite there, but close enough, right? Close enough, man. Everyone's going to say that, and it's the truth. I just said it to myself this morning. I should have bought more. I should have been a cowboy. Should have learned to rope and ride. Let's see. Bob Kane says, what do you think of Maxi? Hey, Bob, hit that QR code for me, man. Hit that QR code for me. Let's see. All right. And that's the truth. We always think that. We should have bought more. What happens, though, people tend to want to get rid of stocks that are going down and not see the big picture. You know, on average, Warren Buffett spends 5 to 7 years building his position. What I've found with retail traders is they spend about 3 fucking minutes building their position, and then they start looking for the payday. It takes time, man. The big paydays. I've been building Uber for years and years for the big payday, you know, and it actually hit sooner than I thought. It hit in 2.5 years at $80. Thankfully, it sold off. So, it takes time, man. It takes time to do these things. If you're in our, let me pull this up. If you're in the second income stream with me, high-end closed-end funds, these are a list of, how many do I got in this list? These are closed-end funds that I track. There's about 72 in here. So it's about 72 closed-end funds that I personally track. I think we track about 100. Now, not all of these are necessarily the kind you want. You know, a lot of these are tier 1 candidates. If you're in that program, you know what I'm talking about. Now, if you look at this right here, what do you see? Sideways up, sideways down, right? And now we're going sideways. That, my friends, is the money flow price pattern. That's what it's all about, okay? All this is doing is just trying to make chaos. It's trying to turn the chaos just as part of the board, trying to turn that chaos in the money. All right. Chaos in the cash. And you see that pattern right there. So this is ACP. That's not the one I'm looking at. Let's pull view all. We sent out an email about it here. I guess it's just this morning. She told me it was last week. I don't know why I can't remember that. I think I'm getting older. This isn't what did I say up here? Possible anchor fund. Just waiting for it to set up, man. We had an anchor. It's currently holding the anchor. We had already got above, and now we're still in the same spot. We're holding the anchor. We're below the 200, pays 13% annual dividend. That's about 1% a month. It's 30% margin, and it pays monthly. That's what we're looking for in a tier 1 fund. A quality fund that pays a solid. I'd like to get at least 1% a month. I'm going to buy it on margin. This is the Global Infrastructure Income Fund. I think infrastructure is going to be a big play going forward after Trump is in office. He's going to want to try to make America great again, to what he says. So we'll see how well that works out. So that fund is ASGI. I started nibbling today. If you're in Discord with me in our private channel, I put it in there and a link to the article on the Aberdeen Standard Global Infrastructure Income Fund. What's up? What's up, Scott? What's up, Scott? What's up, TJ? TDJ. All right, let's talk a little bit about AMD. AMD broke the box. That sucks. This has been a swing trade. It's been a trade of the week. It's been around us all the time. There's AMD, and we like to trade AMDL. That's a pretty it has broke the box, and I'll look at the chart for just a second. Goldman Sachs. Now, Goldman refers to us as Muppets, by the way. We are Muppets. That's what they call their customers, Muppets. I kind of like that. Let's see. I wish we had a cool name like that. Muppets. MFG, but Muppets is kind of cool, though. Cooler. AMD stock downgraded. Goldman names this surprise among AI chip picks. AMD stock is falling after Goldman Sachs downgraded the chip maker shares and named its rivals among the bank's picks for 2025. NVIDIA, TER, AVGO, MU. The move came following a note for the bank investors to tackle 2025 with a barbell strategy and own industry-leading artificial intelligence stocks as well as those exposed to the cyclical recovery in traditional chips. So they downgraded it. Let's look at the chart. Basically, what they were saying is they like other shit better. Let's look at the AMD chart here. And this is what I wanted to show you. This was a nice stage 1 setup. And this was our box zone right in here. And that's what we were playing off of. This right here. We broke it. I was going to give it toward the end of the day. I don't know. Sometimes I kind of hope for a fucking reversal. Every once in a while you get a reversal back in the box. I'm probably going to sell half of this. I'm going to give it a chance. If the chip sector is going to do fine, it's hard for me to believe AMD can't recover from that. But it did break the box. So if you're trading it, don't hold on to that bitch. You need to cut at least half because it's going the wrong damn way. And if you're trading, you got to be able to take losses. If you can't take a loss, you're not trading, okay? Cut that bitch. We're not married to these when it comes to trading. Shit, you might need to cut some you're married to too, but that I ain't a marriage counselor, but let's see. Check out bonds, man. Bonds have me concerned. We're coming into an area where price has stopped before. I mean, look at this. RSI is 29. God damn. I'm really starting to hate bonds. Man, god damn. Oh, I can't cut them. Bonds aren't going anywhere. It's not a company. This is goddamn United States of America. And the bonds have not done well. I have a pretty large position in bonds, and it seems to only get larger as time goes on. Eventually, one day, I will be right. MBLY stage 4. Cut AMD in half and rolled to Cava. Good moves. Our trade of the week came out. I don't want to pull that up. But Cava was a runner-up. We can thank Skylar for bringing that shit to my attention. Skylar, blaming you. Let's see. Let's check Cava. 8 undervalued stocks that just raised their dividends, plus 26 more stocks. Morningstar's coverage with big dividend increases. Morningstar put out, a lot of you know I subscribe to Morningstar. That's where I get my, here's Cava. It's an interesting growth play here. You got a spot where maybe this holds. It stopped here before. That's what I'm thinking. I'm going to take a shot here. I wouldn't get too big in this thing. This thing's a mover, man. Wasn't that long ago, it was $60 fucking. Then it was $170. So what I like about this is I'm getting the TSI crossover. You can see what happened last time we got a TSI crossover and the last time here. Okay. And the momentum on the MACD is to the upside, right? We had the money flow pattern, the money flow indicator, which I don't talk a lot about. Whenever that thing hits an extreme, man, one way or the other, if you notice what happens, let's just put a vertical thing on this here and here, and let's see what happened. It's funny, they end up about the same place. That is hilarious. You don't see that very often. But the bottom did have a big ass run up, and then the big run up from here to here. I guess that's what threw the indicator off. I try to avoid these kangaroo tails. Kangaroo tails are these odd one-offs, you know, where you get this big move and then it just comes right back. Fuck, the market is getting crushed right now. Dow Jones Industrial's the big fucking loser here. Damn. Here's the problem with the Dow. Look at this. There's still room for it to go lower, guys. I mean, so we could probably come into this 415. Fuck it. While we're here, let's take it down to 406, man. Everything is pointing down. The momentum to the Dow is straight down. How could you play the Dow recovery here? One way would be the U Dow. That would be one way. If you're on Instagram, man, jump over to YouTube. Just says you mentally checked out of CVS and Walgreens. Yeah, those stocks are going to do fine, man. You got to stay the course. Now, I got onto a guy the other day. Today, he sold his Walgreens to buy fucking Bitcoin. So you're selling a big loser to chase what's popular now. That is a loser strategy over time. You may have got it right this time. I promise you, if you do that over time, you will regret it, because Walgreens could now go on a fucking 40, 50% run up, and Bitcoin will retrace back to the 200-day moving average, and you would have done it exactly opposite of what you should have done. So be careful doing that. Don't. Here's the 8 undervalued stocks by Morningstar. Amgen, we own it. Check. I've been on that one for a long time. I put out Amgen. I'm so up on it. I don't talk much about it anymore, but Amgen is undervalued. That's hard to believe. Since I've owned it so much lower. Let's see. Let me look at this Amgen. Oh, UDow is a triple leveraged Dow Jones ETF. $90 was 114. That is one way to play this Dow sell-off. The other way is just picking up Dow stocks. So you're going to notice any of those Dow type components, the industrial type stocks, the Hershey's, the 3M's, the Pfizer's, the Pepsi's, all that shit, they're probably down today along with. Let's check Amgen. This is a big cap pharmaceutical. Perfect stage one, trading way below the 200. Tell me it's on my board, man. Tell me it's on my board. Did I put it on the board or did I slip? Damn, I don't have it on the board, man. Slipping. Man, I got fucking Campbell's twice. What is wrong with me? I'm getting old, man. Amgen over here, stage one. So I was all up on Amgen. I just, some reason I didn't put it on the goddamn thing. Huh. Interesting. Even great traders like myself can slip sometimes. I might have Alzheimer's. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, this is stage one. This is a classic B&B trade. And it's a dog of the Dow, man. You know, we got an anchor point. I might move that in a little bit. We got our box right here. I probably put my stop below right here. I don't like that kangaroo tail here. You know, we got the histogram giving us upward momentum. We got the bullish crossover on the TSI. We got a money flow bottom. Man, this thing's set up to run. Target for 300. These are the kind I like to do options on when I do options. Not a bad play. But Gerald, 262, it's so expensive. Anytime you see these expensive stocks, they're 260. Don't read anything into that, guys. You want expensive stocks. Now, if you're new to stock market, you think you want cheap stocks. That's because you're a dipshit and don't understand the fucking stock market. So when you first come in, don't assume you know anything. It takes about 2 years for you to unfuck your brain so that you understand how the stock market actually works. It doesn't move based on reason and logic. It moves based on fear and greed. Yeah, this is a nice setup. Yeah, so it takes about 2 years too to get in flow with the money flow. Let's see. All right, so they got Amgen, they got Campbell, CPB. We're in this one. This motherfucker just goes, I mean, damn. It's not going to stop falling until the Dow does. This is stage 4 fucking decline right here. This is ugly. We got to be near a bottom here. This is, I mean, this one shocks me, man. I'm going to be honest. Let's pull this up. CPB. Let's see what they got on Cam. Oh my God. 5-star. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means it is undervalued massively. Let's see. Fair value, $63. Wide Moat Campbell has orchestrated significant changes since CEO Mark Klaus took the helm in January 2019. For one, the portfolio mix has shifted quite dramatically, such that its core soup lineup now counts for only around 1/4 of its total sales. Nice. Down from 40% in 2017. In other words, they're spreading out the portfolio, adding new products and things so they can make money. While snacks make up around 50%, up from 30%. In addition, the firm has worked to drive deficiencies. Let's see. We attribute this performance to Campbell's sound strategic focus, leveraging technology, data insights, and artificial intelligence. How about that? The soups are doing the AI, man. This was actually an early tech company back in the day. Campbell's is a great American company, man. Figured out how to feed Americans with canned foods. A lot of you guys are too young to appreciate what that means. There was a time, man, you wanted fucking soup, your mom had to make it. Couldn't just open a can. We tend to take this shit. Campbell's is an early tech company. Innovation Homes, INVH, is another one that they have. INVH. Don't take this shit for granted, man. INVH, my God, look at this. This is not one that we trade, but they have it as significantly undervalued. I don't know if it has a dividend or not, but it's way below the 200-day moving average. We might look into that, man. Yeah. All these stocks, the Hershey's, the Pepsi's, the Cokes, the Krafts, all these things are going to follow the Dow. That's the wind for these type of stocks. If you understand the wind, you'll understand these stocks. Okay. What's up, Michael? My man from NOLA. Michael, man. I had a terrorist attack right down the street from my house, man. Damn. Right there on Bourbon, man. I posted pictures in my last video if you want to see the crime scene. Obviously, they cleared out everything, but it was a horrific scene the night of the it was about 15 people down on the ground, and laying dead on Bourbon Street is not the way I would want to go, man. 4 years MFG for me. I'm a savage thing. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Michael lives in NOLA near me and where I live. Let's see. Okay. Appreciate you. Joyful says INVH has a 3.8% dividend yield. Nice. All right. So it's not one I trade. Maybe it's one we look at here. Maybe it's one we look at adding. Bristol Myers. We've had our run-ins with this. This thing is still trading significantly undervalued. I sure did like it down here in the 39 range. Just when you want to hate it, just when it's the worst, just when you'd rather puke than buy this stock, that's probably when you should be buying. Lamb Westing Holdings. This is another one I'm not that familiar with. I do like lamb chops, though. I do like lamb. I order lamb a lot. It's kind of expensive, a little bougie. It's kind of a bougie meat, but I do like it. This is trading below the 200, and it looks like it's been in a steady decline. I do like this money flow pattern here, though. It means this stock kind of follows that. Hey, Instagram, if you go over to YouTube, it's a little bit better setup. There's your money flow. So now we're in a stage 4 decline. All I'm waiting for now is a bottom, right? We thought we had one here. We still kind of do. I don't know that I would bust out on that. This was my anchor, and price started going sideways. Yeah, I don't know, man. It looks like the momentum has turned. The histogram direction tells you momentum. So over here, you had upward momentum, right? And that happened about right around in there. So that's how you use that, man. The first sign that a bottom might be in is the RSI will go extreme. 14 period, by the way. Never heard of that one. EMN. Eastman Chemical Company. Damn, this thing's gotten beat down. $87 trading below the 200-day. Let's look on, what is this damn thing worth? EMN. Of course, I've heard of this one. I just don't trade it. I'm in DuPont, Dow. They're not on the list, it seems. I don't know why. Trading at a 29% discount. Fair value is $125. Damn, that's way up here. We might put that one on the list of watching. I got this list here. They put out 26 stocks that they believe are undervalued. Most of them are. We own a chunk of them. Then they had Pfizer. We own this too. So and Pfizer's been coming up. Pfizer was a B&B trade. It hit the target. I should have trimmed some. And did I trim? I don't think I did. Another B&B trade, Oxy. Now, this is one I picked up in my margin account to offset erosion. One way to offset erosion, guys, is to pick up little swings in dividend stocks trading below the 200-day. They're very, so, but it's hitting a previous high here. So if I'm swing trading, especially if I'm doing it in margin, I want to respect this first 7 RSI. Not on everything. I don't need to do it on daily charts. Don't go crazy with it. All right? Don't confuse new people. Some of us have been in the money flow a long time. We're doing a little bit more advanced stuff. You have an obligation not to confuse the new people, okay? So if you're posting shit might confuse them, maybe don't do it. So that was our setup. Anchor point, right? Anchor point on the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4. Price is above the 5. That's your trigger. Boom. Everything's lined up. RSI went extreme. Got my anchor. Got my 4 bars. Price went above the 5. Got the TSI crossover. MACD histogram was in our direction. Check, 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 check. 6 checks. My mentor, Dr. Elder, used to call it, what did he call it? Clips? I don't remember. So that's pretty cool, man. I think I'm going to save this. NVIDIA executive sold $5.5 million. Oh, 5.5 million of stock. I don't know why people make a big deal out of that. For the life of me, I don't get it. It really does not matter if people or insiders are selling stock. What matters is if they're buying stock. People sell for lots of reasons. He may need to put his kids through college. He may just be doing it because he's got too many fucking shares and he needs to spread his money around because he's not going to work there forever. Remember when Buffett was selling shares? And every time Buffett sells shares, people go into a fucking panic thinking that somehow that means he thinks the market's going to go down. No matter how many times that dude comes on TV and says, listen, I have no fucking clue where the stock market's going. None. Zero. No idea. Him and Charlie Munger reiterate this over and fucking over for 60 years, and people still read into it. I don't get it. The people selling stock does not mean anything. It's people buying stock. They can sell for a plethora of reasons. Oh, that was a big word, man. Plethora. Timestamp that. For a plethora of reasons. Is that a word? But they only buy for one. They think it's going up. Ignore selling. Let's see. But Gerald, it could be a conspiracy of all the billionaires who get together at Davos to get together and secretly plot against the poor. Maybe that is it. Or maybe they're just fucking selling stock because it's up and they want some money. Let's see. What else we got? Look at copper. Dr. Copper. Boom. We got a stage 2 breakout in copper. This is related to Donald Trump, President-elect Donald Trump, threatening tariffs. And that's going to send the price of copper higher. Fox News pays a $2.7 billion defamation claim. What in the fuck? Fox News Corporation opens a new tab. The parent of Fox News Network failed to convince a New York State appeals court. Boy, that surprises me. This is the vocabulary is on. You guys have jokes, I see. I hung out with these two. Ethan is new to our group. Now, I will give Ethan this. A lot of people say, oh, I'm going to come see it. This motherfucker just got in a car and drove. So that was a big respect for me. Most people won't do that. I think we hung out 3 days. I told Ethan I normally don't do that. I don't just do that because someone shows up. I did it for him because he said he was new and he said he would do it, and then he did it. A lot of people just talk, man. So if you get people that take action, you need to, encourage him for that. You know, especially dudes his age. We had a lot of fun hanging out in New Orleans. And I was going to tell you, Ethan, that terrorist attack happened right down the road from where, if you remember where you guys were eating pizza and I went and got a drink, it was about 2 or 3 more blocks down that way is where that happened. That's why you got to get your buckets right. Anything could happen at any time, man. Anything could happen at any time. Let's check in on Uber. I won't stay on here too long today. Trying to get my you remember when they said Stella got her groove back? I'm Stella. Bank of America bond losses could top. See, I don't feel so bad now. Bank of America losses in bonds could top 100 billion. Shit, I thought mine were bad in bonds. Sharp rise in rates since the end of the third quarter widen the losses of bank security. This is a problem for banks. Banks will hold government bonds on their books because it's guaranteed, okay? You know what I mean? Like the bond, the U.S. bond. Then they use that and they leverage against that and they borrow against that with the Federal Reserve on the short window. You know, and that's what they talk about. Your long rates. You never want your short rates and your long rates to flip. Causes huge fucking problems in the banking system. Bank of America is underwater by 100 billion. And this could become an issue with investors as banks start reporting their fourth quarter results next week. Oh my God. Are we fixing to start doing bank earnings? Oh my goodness. Yeah, bro. We were happy to have you. Yeah, just as if not if, it's when. Absolutely. More ULTY. ULTY is a very popular yield max. I will caution you guys on the yield max. As much as I like them, don't get over water in them, head over heels in them, okay? These are brand new assets. We really don't know how they're going to perform over the long term. If you're looking for some weekly action, RDTE pays a weekly dividend. It's down pretty nice today. I'm looking to pick some up. We're right in here, sport. This is the this is small caps, IWM. Also, there's the IWMY. There's currently 9. I was just informed. I missed it. That what is the one? There's now a Bitcoin one that's paying weekly. Is it YBit? Does anyone know? Anybody on here know? Which Bitcoin is? They just added. I don't know if it's Defiance or Yield Maxes that just went weekly. I'm hoping it's not YBit. Is it YBit? I don't like YBit. That fucker doesn't move right. Fox News could be in trouble. 2-point-something billion. It's Defiance. Thanks, Clarity. I don't remember the ticker symbol on the Defiance one, but it's paying weekly, huh? Man, that means I need to pick some up. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Somebody, I was talking with Brett last night. Brett runs our high yield channel, and he was telling me that it went weekly. I didn't know that. You know, I've had a rough week though, so I might be a little behind on some of that. That's the beautiful thing about Discord. As smart as I am, as smart and handsome, I can only remember so many things. All right, so somebody says it's YBTC. Did this mofo go weekly? If it did, I need to pick up some. Let's see. Let me put it in here on my thing. See what the margin is too. YBTC. Yeah, it's paying weekly. There's only $78 million invested in this damn thing. And it pays weekly. Okay. Let me check the margin requirements. Hopefully it's 50%. Maintenance margin on this thing. Let's see. Man, I haven't day traded in a week. YBTC. Ooh, 100%. Damn. Can't do it. Can't put it in my margin, man. It's 100%. Sam says she added to it earlier. Don't follow her lead. Don't put it in your margins. 100%. 100% maintenance on E-Trade. Might be different elsewhere. You might check M1 Finance. Maybe over there it might be different. On M1 Finance, Bitto. Yeah. QQY, WTE, IWMY. Those are all weekly, as are the Round Hills, RDT. I don't know. I'm not as fired up about crypto here as you guys are. I kind of don't. I'm not trusting any of this shit with crypto. I think crypto's headed downtown. My neighbor texted me last night. He has never done any of this shit. He returned my book, and now he's asking me about Bitcoin. I don't know, man. Be careful. I wouldn't be going heavy on it, but Bitcoin's pushing up. So we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. Hopefully it runs. That meaning, I love crypto, but Jess says she added tomorrow. Yeah. So currently there's 9. And now if that Bitcoin is weekly, that's 10 funds paying weekly. Pretty cool, if you ask me. Pretty cool. Pretty fly. But my neighbor hit me up. He's never wanted to talk in 15 years we've lived next door to each other. And now he wants to talk about Bitcoin. Man, I don't know, man. I don't know if I can do it. I don't know, man. It's hard to start. I don't know, man. Sometimes I just can't have the conversation. Man, I think that's, I feel like we covered everything. Not a lot of news out there. We got the wildfires. Man, and Lisa, I hope you're doing okay out there, Lisa. I meant to text you last night and make sure the fires weren't near you. I know I was Vermin or Rich. He's Vermin in Discord. He's got some friends that have already lost houses, man. It's terrible. We had fires here in Texas. They weren't that bad, but we had fires right near my house. And I was just like, fuck, dude, a fire for real? That's why when people get on Mother Nature, man, Mother Nature's been trying to kill me since the start, man. You get a bunch of fucking properties, you change your opinion of Mother Nature. There's a lot of shenanigans going on, and we've already started the goddamn conspiracy theories. Everything that happens is a conspiracy theory nowadays. What? Belgium Food Safety Authority. Do not eat Christmas trees. Okay. Belgium's Food Safety Agency issued a warning to residents to not turn their Christmas trees into food after a city's recycling recommendation included needles in recipes. Wow. I've never eaten a Christmas tree. Oh, Ethval. That's a good one, Jess. Man, I can't even believe the arson thing, dude. I mean, that's so hard to get your brain around why somebody would do that. Let me check out Ethval. All right, Ethval's been one I've been wanting to pick up. I actually been buying this in my SEP IRA. It's come down pretty nice. I would pick it up in margin. It's a nice dividend. It actually beats the S&P pretty. If you but the margin is 100%. So you want to own this in a cash account. I would, unless you don't mind tying up that capital, it doesn't matter. But I'd rather put $3 to work in CLM than to tie up that capital. So just something to think about, man. think that's all I got today. I'm going to try to have a video out. Wasn't even showing you. Sorry. Hold on. Hold on. Let me show you this chart before. Hope if I added the stage here. This is SVOL, Simplify Volatility Premium ETF. Basically, it's selling the VIX volatility, creating futures, calls and puts and shit on volatility. The VIX. I hate the VIX. The VIX is all the new players like the VIX, man. I hate the VIX. The VIX is where money goes to die. I've seen so many people lose so much money fucking around with the VIX. This is a way to earn income betting against the VIX. So I might pick up some of this today based on this being the anchor point. That confused new people. First, when you look at this, you're like, oh, stage 4. Yeah, unless you were already in, then this would be the anchor point. So that's how I would look at that, man. Let me I don't know if the Iranians are smart enough to start a forest fire, to be honest. Let's see. I'm near Santa Monica, but the city side, so not a risk yet. Man, I hope everybody stays healthy, and I can't imagine losing a house to a fire. Fuck, I've lost houses to tornadoes. There's not much that sucks more than that. Hey, I appreciate everyone who tuned in, and I'll post that list of those 8 stocks from Morningstar. I'll take a picture of that. I'll post those in the GP Thoughts channel, okay, in Discord. That Amgen, Campbell's, I'll post all those in there, and you got some good B&B trades. So most of them, there's actually 26 of them. So if you subscribe to Morningstar, you can probably find it. You can probably find that list. But those were the top ones, and I appreciate it. I'm going to try to get a video out here, get another one going on the margin and stuff. Just trying to think of ways to make it cool and entertaining and not fucking boring. So we'll see. We'll see. I appreciate everyone. You guys be good, man. God bless.